Our goal is always, always to go beyond all of the limitations, beyond all of the boundaries of reality. And in that state, the experience is much, it's much different, because in that state, you are not, so to speak, you're not experiencing a spiritual level, because this transcends spiritual levels itself. Because the definition of spiritual level, by definition, is limited, because it's a level relative to another level. And so we're climbing this ladder of spirituality. The irony is that no matter how high you climb, you will forever be confined by this spiritual universe, right? And so that is never our goal as mystic Jews. Our goal is to transcend reality completely, to go to the etzem, to go to the essence of God, right? That transcends all of reality itself. We're not looking to climb ladders, so to speak.
But ultimately to bring it down, like we have those experiences and that awareness to then to elevate the world. Like it's not, is that also a clue to realize, okay, I may be trapped by this spirituality thing, if it's not then translating to, help it contributing
to physical action. Yeah, no, absolutely.
By the way, it also sounds like that that mindfulness, all that, where that ends is where all the other stuff begins.
That's also true.
Because you have to have, like, nowadays we're working with, we have to learn to control our minds. People, like the Tanya is becoming more and more popular and important today, because we need to learn how to use this tool between our ears.
That's right. And you mentioned the Tanya, that the Alter Rebbe says, the Rebbe Shneur Zalman, the author of the Tanya, this is a very famous saying. He says, I don't want the Garden of Eden. I don't want the world to come. All I want is you. And this is it's very poetic, it's very beautiful, but it's kind of a very, very real and raw understanding of what Jewish spirituality is really about. To be able to have spiritual experiences is awesome, and everybody wants them, and we should strive for them. However, we should also be aware to understand that is never the goal. It is never the goal, because as soon as it becomes the goal, I'm in Egypt again. I'm not in the Egypt of the money and the cars and the physicality, right? That's kind of like a coarse Mitzrayim Egypt. But this is a spiritual Egypt. Because as soon as the experience becomes the goal itself, I'm out of the game. And so the Tanya is coming to teach us, as is all really Jewish mysticism, is that you can want spiritual experiences. Absolutely. We need to be able to kind of feed the soul for that. But nonetheless, there is a spirituality that transcends experience itself. There's a spirituality that transcends all of the levels, all of the infinite levels itself. And that is where we start to get into the real kind of core of what Jewish spirituality is really, really about. It's not connecting to the Gilui, to the revelation of God's light. It is not connecting to the revelation of God's goodness. As far as we're concerned, we don't want God's goodness. We want God himself.
Yeah.